Blackhawks lose 6-2. Oh my God, to the Pittsburgh Penguins. That game is the worst. I'm trying not to swear. I'll do it like Mark Scheifele. The worst flippin' game I have seen out of the Hawks this season. That effort was absolutely flippin' terrible. It sounds ridiculous, but I'm trying not to swear. That was the most pathetic effort I have seen from this team the entire season. Welcome back to the Blackhawks Conversation postgame show. All that stuff. My name's Ryan McGregor. I'm here after every game. All that stuff. I live stream every game now too. I live streamed tonight. It was a lot of fun. So you should actually come check those out because it's a lot of fun. Um, it's right here on YouTube, by the way. So let's just. This game is two different stories. There's the first period, and then there's the second. You know what? It's three stories. There's the first period. There's the second period, and then there's the goddamn flippin' third period. So the first period was good. The power play looked good. The goal they scored was 5-on-5, but the power play looked good. They led in every major metric by the end. They led in shots on goal. They led in high danger chances. They led in shot attempts. They looked good. Soderblom looked good. It was a 1-1 game. Connor Murphy, 0 goals on the year, then all of a sudden 3 in January. I mean, if there's ever a time for the guy to turn it on, it's just before the trade deadline. Uh, yeah, can't complain with that. Connor Murphy just sniping it. He has more goals than Connor Bedard in January, who, thank God, Connor Bedard scored tonight. But anyway, we'll get to that when we get to the third period. So the first period, they were great. I was happy with it. I thought they were doing just fine. The second period, the Penguins score 4 goals. Now, here's the thing. It's not all Soderblom's fault, but you want him to make a save. The first Penguins goal, it's a blatant mistrip on Vlasic, and they score. Their third goal was Tyler Bertuzzi got two-hand punched in the face right in front of the ref. No call. Penguins come the other way and score. It was a nice pass by Malkin. I'll give him that. But that's pathetic. So they're down 5-1 going into the third. And the Penguins had the puck the entire third period. Penguins were pressuring in the third period. They got another goal. They made it 6-1. Hawks made it 6-2. Bedard scored. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't flippin' matter. Um, he was awful. The power play goes 0 for 2. Penalty kill goes 1 for 1. They get outshot. Make sure I'm reading this right. 44-20 after leading in shots after the first period. They get out face-offed, if that's the right way to say that. 34-24. Like, I don't even know how to describe the effort in the third period or lack thereof. I mean, it was just pathetic. The Kaiser Levshinov pairing was a -5 tonight. 5. They were a -5. The only positive to take away from this game is that Connor Bedard scored a nasty goal, which didn't matter. But please get him going again. So there's that, I suppose. But man, I talked about it on stream. Right now, this is a completely different team than the team we saw in the first 2 months of the season. Remember that Connor Bedard quote of "We're not going to take any shit this year, even if they're a bit bigger than us," or something along those lines. Um, they the way they played represented that quote in the first 2 months of the year. Right now, they're playing like they did the last 2 years. They're playing pathetic, awful hockey. I'm not quite ready to completely give Jeff Blashill shit yet, but it's your job, man, to fix this type of play. Even if it's just the difference between them playing the way they play in front of Soderblom versus the way they play in front of Knight, because they are two completely different teams. It's not acceptable. That's not an excuse. No effort. They didn't control the puck. Like in the third period, the Penguins played like they were down 5-1, and the Hawks played like they were up 7-1 and they were going on vacation tomorrow. They were playing like they were already thinking about the Columbus game tomorrow, which I'm dreading. I thought the Bedard line looked good offensively. That's it. That's my only positive. That's it. That's all I got. We got questions from Twitter. Calvin, great question. He says why. Are you asking why watch this team? Because that one I don't have the answer to. If you're asking why they lost 6-2, it's because they played like they would rather be doing anything else. Damn, dude. Visacor has a question. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he wants 11-7 to come back and Korchinski to come up. At this point, try anything. I'm a fan of Korchinski coming up. I've been calling for it all year. I thought the 2 games he got wasn't enough. He didn't look great in his first game. He looked fine and better in his second game. I'm all for giving him more time. I'm all for Ethan Del Mastro coming up. I'm all for Sam Rinzel coming up. But I think those are going to be post-trade deadline things when you get rid of one or both of Murphy and Grzelcyk. Ideally just one, because you got to have at least one veteran, even though I would consider Alex Vlasic a veteran at this point. I mean, that was just I have no words to describe how pathetic of a game that was. And like, yeah, Arvid Soderblom didn't play a great game, but 44 shots against. So what? And now I already forget how many the Hawks had. Did they even hit 20? Let's check. Where are the shots on goal? 44-20. They just hit 20. Congrats. 20 shots on goal. Even if Soderblom played a great game, they're not winning that. It definitely wasn't his worst game of the year. That was just terrible, man. I didn't like anybody's effort. This was the first game where Oliver Moore was kind of invisible. Ryan Green had 2 grade A chances at the end of the game. That guy couldn't. I'm not even going to repeat it on here because I try to stay as clean as possible. He couldn't score if he had an adult actress in front of him. That's basically the joke. Yeah, I have no other words for this game. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. That was flippin' pathetic. Um, I had to slam 2 rum and cokes during that game because it was so hard to watch. Um, question for you guys: how many alcoholics do you think the Blackhawks have created over the past 3 years? Set the over/under line at about 35, but I don't know. I could be off. Yeah, let me hear your thought. Am I overreacting? Well, the answer is no, but I still want to hear your guys' thoughts, so let me know in the comments below. Like I said, if you're new here, I do post-game shows after every single Chicago Blackhawks game. It's starting a couple games ago. I now go live during every single game on YouTube. You can watch it along right there with me. If you want to see me crash out and drink when they lose, not literally, but that's the place to do it. But it's also a lot of fun when they win. I think they haven't won yet since I've been streaming. I'm now 0-2-1. So we'll see. But yeah, let me know if I'm overreacting, which I'm not. But let me know if you think I'm overreacting in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of this game. Are there any other positives except for Connor Bedard's line looked okay and he had a nasty goal? Any other positives other than that? Kaiser and Levchnov were a -5. I'll see you in the next one.